Hey everyone, this is Lori Delgradecki, and today I am going to talk to you about the power of positive self-talk and affirmations for you to use in your personal life as well as your business life to take your business to that next level. So, for your life, your business, your network marketing success, we're going to talk about something that will either build your business or it could quietly sabotage it if you're not careful. And so it's not your compensation plan. You don't need a new company. You don't need a new upline. It's not the economy. It's the conversation happening between your two ears. That's your self-talk. Because whether you realize it or not, you are affirming something all day long. And the question is, are you affirming success for yourself or are you reinforcing that struggle? So your brain believes what you repeatedly tell it over and over. And even if I know I work on this all the time, I still do, even after being self-employed for almost 40 years. But constantly, I could be everybody else's biggest cheerleader. And I know one of my things is self-critiquing myself. But your brain is wired for repetition. What you repeat becomes familiar. And what becomes familiar becomes or feels true. But what feels true drives that behavior. So if you constantly say either out loud, which is even worse, but even if you say it to yourself, like you're not really even saying it out loud, but I've heard this from my team a lot of times, and I've said it before myself in the past too. I'm not good at sales. Nobody wants to hear from me. I'm not cut out for this. I always start strong and then I quit. Like, have you ever said those things? Do any of those things feel right to you? Can you relate with any of those? Because when you say those, or even when you think them, your brain goes to work to prove you right. So, but if you intentionally shift your language and start saying, I am learning to communicate value confidently. So even if you say, like, I communicate value confidently, and that doesn't feel truth for you, your brain's going to know it. But if you change the words just a little bit, I am learning to communicate value confidently, then your brain is going to feel that. It's going to understand it and it's going to help you to move forward in that. I attract people who are looking for what I offer. I am consistent and disciplined. I grow stronger with every conversation. As you say those things, your brain is going to start looking for that evidence to support that identity. So, self-talk isn't just fluff. It's identity programming, and your business will never outperform your identity. So if you want to grow in your business, you have to work on your mindset. In network marketing, in any type of business, your mindset is not optional. Even if you're working a 9 to 5, but you're climbing that corporate ladder, your mindset is not optional because you're not going to get to where you want to be. Whatever your goals are, you're not going to get there if you don't work on your mindset because your body will never outperform your brain. So, in our industry, and in many times in any industry, you're going to hear no's, right? You'll be ignored. Even bosses, like you're climbing the corporate ladder, bosses, you'll hear no. You'll be ignored. You'll be misunderstood. If your internal dialogue is weak, you're not going to last. And then you're going to jump company to company. Oh, well, I'm going to join this company because this one's going to be better, or this upline's going to be better, or this product is going to be better, or this company is going to be better. It's all you. If anyone has ever done better in your company than you, then that means it's just you because they're not better than you. They've just worked on their self more. They've talked to more people. Positive self talk doesn't mean just pretending that challenges don't exist. It means deciding that rejection is redirection and delay is not denial and feedback is growth. And every single no you get is one step closer to a yes. And every no that you get isn't always no forever. It's no, not right now, because maybe they don't need it, or maybe they're just too busy. So instead of asking yourself, like, why does this always happen to me? Think and re ask yourself, what is this teaching me? Because that one shift alone could totally change your trajectory. So, affirmations, they're not magic, right? Lots of people say your affirmations. And I used to say, I can't say I am a millionaire if I'm not a millionaire, right? Because that's a lie and lying's a sin, right? But the thing is, the Bible says, believe as if you have already received, right? Affirmations are not magic, but they are mental training. They're not about lying to yourself. They are about choosing the direction of your focus. Most high performers in every single field, doesn't matter what it is, all the top sports athletes, all the top business people, all the top everybody in every field, they use deliberate mental rehearsal and empowering language in their life. So your affirmations, they must be present tense. They must be identity based, shaped for you. They must be emotionally believable. Like you can achieve it. Your brain has to believe that you can achieve it, right? If I can believe it, I can achieve it. And then repeated constantly and consistently. You have to say it over and over and over. So instead of, I will be successful someday, because that's always saying it in the future, that puts it into the future, then you want to say, I am becoming confident, disciplined, and a six-figure leader. Instead of saying things like, I hope someone joins my team, then you want to say, I attract committed, growth minded leaders into my business. Do you notice that difference? One is like wishful, and one is identity based, and that identity drives action. And so the words you say to yourself in your own mind shape your posture, your tone, and your energy. And this can be in your personal life as well as your business life. You need to do it in your personal life also. Just think of different things that you can say that's going to help you, that's going to help you grow, that's going to help you to become a better person, the person that you want to be. But people don't join your product and they don't join your comp plan. They join your certainty. There's somebody else that sells your product or your service. There's another company out there that's similar, right? People that join you, they join with you because of your certainty. And your certainty starts with your self talk. So if you're inside, even if you're not saying it out loud, but if inside you're saying, I hope this works. It's going to show up in your posture when you're talking to other people. It's going to show up in your voice. It's going to show up in your follow up with people. And it's going to show up in your hesitation. But if your internal dialogue is, I am offering value, what I have changes lives, your energy shifts. If you truly believe in what you're selling or what you're offering, your energy will shift to reflect it, and your conviction rises, and then your follow-up improves. Confidence isn't just volume, it's alignment. And so practical self-talk daily strategies for business growth. This is the key. It's daily, right? It's not just, oh, I'm going to read it once and I'm going to try it once. It's daily. Like I've been doing stuff like this for 40 years. So, and I've grown a lot over the last 40 years. If I talk to you about how my business was and what I was doing 40 years ago, it's a lot different. So, think of things that you can start doing daily, and it doesn't have to take a lot of time, like literally 2 minutes a day. Before you check your phone in the morning, say out loud to yourself, I'm disciplined. I am a professional. I follow through. I am building something that matters. I deserve success because I create value. Literally 2 minutes. That's it. But it's going to help you if you say that every single day. Before you reach out to people or to prospects or to clients or to people that you want to work with, say, I am here to serve. I'm not here to try to sell somebody to take their money or whatever. I'm here to serve. The right people are looking for what I have. I release the need for approval and I operate in confidence, clarity, and integrity. And then if somebody tells you no, which of course is always going to happen to everybody at certain times, the top salespeople in any company, I don't care where it is, will tell you that there's still people that tell them no. It's part of the process. Say that to yourself. This is part of the process. I am emotionally strong. I move forward quickly. And every conversation I have sharpens my skill. This is how you train your mind, just like you train your business. So sometimes you have, negative scripts, whether it's in your head, you tell yourself this, the same thing. You might not say it out loud, but you might think it. So, like, just some common phrases that you might relate to. So, if you relate to any of these, if you've said them, just notice how you could maybe change them up. So, if you say, I'm so bad at this, instead say, I am developing mastery. If you say, nobody responds to me, change that to, I'm improving my messaging and attracting aligned people. If you said or say, I'm not a leader like that person, say, I am becoming the leader that my team needs. If you say, and I can relate this to this one, how many of you can? I don't have time. I'm busy. I could totally relate to that. I have a super busy life. And if I tell you everything I do, you'd agree. But change your wording to I prioritize what builds my future. I prioritize what's important to me. That language shift is a total power shift. And so if you just think about that anytime you think negative thoughts, or even worse, like I said, you say them, just think about changing it because that internal dialogue is huge. So, in network marketing or in any business, you're leading before you even have followers, right? Because the way you speak to yourself sets the emotional temperature for your business. But then as you build followers and a team, that's even more important. If you are reactive, doubtful, inconsistent internally, your business is going to mirror that. But when you lead yourself with discipline, with belief, and with that intentional language, then your business is going to begin to stabilize. And you can't pour confidence into your team if you're starving yourself of it. So you have to train yourself. You have to do things for yourself. If you look on my left and right, I have hundreds of books and I give away most of my books now. I get a book, I read it. I like to have my physical book still. I read it, I give it away. But I do have books on audio. I listen to podcasts all the time and then I give them on to somebody else. You have to constantly be building yourself. So here's a challenge for you for the next 30 days. I want you to work on this. No self sabotaging language. Think about that. Anytime you say something, whether it's in your head or out loud, you just re say it the proper way, a better way for yourself. No joking about quitting, no matter what company you're in, because it's not the company, it's not your upline, it's you. And if anybody else in your company or in the industry can do it, then you can too. And no minimizing your goals. Make strong goals, no matter what company you're in. No matter if you're working in network marketing or your own business or a traditional business, the same, like I said, you're climbing that corporate ladder, you should have goals and don't minimize those goals. And no reinforcing small thinking. You want to have big thinking. You want to affirm who you're becoming. You want to speak like the leader that you're growing into, and you want to act from identity, not insecurity, because God made you for something important, and your income will grow to the level of your self concept. If you raise your self concept, your actions will rise, your consistency will rise, your confidence will rise, and eventually your results will rise. So, your business, your company is always built twice. The first time it's in your mind, then it's in the marketplace. So you want to guard your self talk. Same thing, whether it's out loud or even just in your mind, and you want to program your identity. You want to lead yourself well, and then you can watch what happens. But God wants you to succeed, and you can do it if you do it and practice it over and over all the time. So good luck. Let me know how it helped you. Thanks, everyone. Have a great night.